One of the best SIM cards that you can use in Saudi Arabia if you're a common labor, because we are here to save money, right? 3 months after you come to Saudi Arabia, then your line will be blocked. What happens when you arrive in Saudi Arabia? First of all, I want to wish every Muslim who's fasting Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem to you and your loved ones. So after arriving in the airport, of course, you're from the plane, you're very tired, and your face looks like it's tired, and you're passing through immigration, and they'll take a photo of you. Be rest assured that that photo that they usually take you guys, it's so important because it will appear in most of your documents. So try as much as possible before landing, like 3 to 4 minutes before landing, you've tried like freshening up, because it will really help your face when it comes to immigration. Passing through immigration, they'll take you a photo. But now that's not important. I know you're wondering, how will my line be blocked after 3 months and I'm still in Saudi Arabia? Let me take you back a little bit. So after coming in Saudi Arabia, after passing the immigration, of course the whole scenario of migration will take place, blah blah blah. Let's skip immigration, and now you're entering to the country of Saudi Arabia. After being cleared there, that is, a car will come to pick you up, depending on the company which it has brought you in Saudi Arabia, or the agency. Now let me talk to my own experience. I came through an agency, so a bus came and picked us, and actually we were ladies and gents, actually men and women. So immediately, due to Saudi Arabian rules, they had to separate us. And after separating us, ladies had to go to with their own bus, and we gentlemen had to go with our own bus. Now, a series of events will happen in the next 3 days or 1 week. After you arriving to your accommodation, or where you'll be sleeping, or where they'll cater you from, a guy will come up to your accommodation and take your details. He'll register you to different kind of lines. And now, here is where the story comes in. Now, here in Saudi Arabia, we have a variety of lines. Let me give you examples of lines that we have. We have a line called Mobili, others called Mobile. We have STC, we have Zain, we have Friendly. And remember, you don't have Ikama. For guys who don't know what Ikama is the national identification card that you'll be working with in Saudi Arabia. And guys, be rest assured, if you come to Saudi Arabia, anytime that you walk, always have your Ikama in your pocket. That is your ID. Because guys, if you are found without your Ikama, then that will be another issue. And you don't want your company to pay for you the charges, and then they end up cutting you your salary each and every month. So if you're found without your Ikama, your company will be held responsible. And now, let me take you back a little bit also. Ikama, there are 2 types of Ikamas, the national identification cards. Now, one is the residence ID. The residence ID, that's a Saudian ID, so that one, of course, you cannot be the same as them. And there's the second one, and that is a person like you who has come to Saudi Arabia as a worker. Now, the difference between the two is that and general workers, people who are in Saudi Arabia, people who are in Qatar, if maybe, let's say, let me give a broad example, like this company called Al Marai, let's say. I'm just giving an example, guys. So if Al Marai has brought you here in Saudi Arabia, in your Ikama, in your identification card, your mother company is Al Marai. So in case you are caught up by police without your Ikama, that is your ID, then Al Marai will be held accountable to you. So what will happen is that Al Marai will pay the charges. But now, here's the tricky situation. If Al Marai pays your charges and releases you from the jail, or bail you out from any place that you've been arrested, Al Marai will have to cut your salary each and every month to ensure that the money that they used on you, they have gotten their money back. So that's why it's so important to always work with your Ikama. Now let's go back. A series of events will happen that week. An Arab guy came, registered me. And now, remember, you don't have Ikama. That is, remember, it is your ID. You don't have it. So what will they register you with? With your passport as well. So passport, after registering you, halas, then you are good to go. So now what will happen is, without that registration, again, without the registration, you cannot be able to access an application called Absha. Now, Absha, let me try to simplify it. Absha is a smartphone application which offers jobs to people, that is mostly residents of Saudi Arabia, Another thing, also with Absha, you can be able to access as many applications as possible, because in any application that you'll have to register, Absha is number one of it. Reason is because this is a government database that if you have this application in your phone, that means the government knows that me as Ali, me as Ibrahim, I'm in Saudi Arabia and I'm up to date. So if you haven't been registered, the whole reason as to why this guy tries to register you is because they have to register you. You can be now a part of Saudi people, but not as resident, but as a worker who's, they'll just, like, the government will know that we have Ibrahim in the system, and this Ibrahim is here for work. So after registering you, the importance of registering you and giving you a line is that you can be able now to access Absha. Now, being able to access Absha, it is easier for you to do a lot of stuff. You can register anything, all those applications. Maybe for people who use the applications for COVID-19, if you don't have Absha, you cannot register COVID-19. So, like, those are some of the basic. It's like eCitizen in Kenya. So people who are in Kenya, you can apply everything through eCitizen. So same way to here. If you have Absha, you are capable of applying a lot of stuff. So now, let me take you through. After finishing all application and all that, now what usually goes into our mind is we get busy, you know, you get work, you are out there doing your own stuff. Now what happens is, after 3 months, your line will be locked. Now, we are back to the reason as to why will your line be blocked. The reason as to why your line will be blocked is because they registered you through your passport number. And now, one thing that you don't know, your passport, when you came to Saudi Arabia, it was stamped, you came with a visa of 3 months, right? So if you came up with a visa with 3 months, after 3 months, your passport, your visa has already expired. So now, the reason as to why you're blocking your line is because your visa is expired. Now they're expecting that you are out of their system. Maybe you are here, even if you came here as a worker, they'll expect that you've already gotten your Iqama, that is your ID. So what usually happens is that we forget, like as for me personally, I forgot, and 3 months passed by. So after 3 months, the 4th month, my line just blocked. Like, I don't have any line. There's no network in my line. I can't access it. I can't call people. I can't get any updates, because when you're here, you need a Saudi line, because any person who is in Saudi can access you easily with your line. He can call you, hey, yo, Ibrahim, what's up? We need you at work, or change of plans, change of schedule. Have you seen anything? It's so important for you to have a Saudi number. So after 3 months, my line was locked. So no one told me that it's all about passport and all that. So after I went to the customer service of my line, that's when I was requesting, like, hey guys, my line was blocked and please help me. So they told me, oh, you registered your line through your passport, right? And now it's the 4th month. You didn't re-register your line with your Iqama. So guys, please, let's make sure, if you're in Saudi Arabia, I don't know other countries, I don't know other Gulf countries, if you're in Saudi Arabia, after 3 months, if you have any line, make sure you go to the customer service, let them register you with your Iqama, because you'll have already started to enjoy, you know, you've already gotten used to that line. So what happens is you end up forgetting. And now when they cut you, they cannot re-register you back again. Like, guys, they didn't register me back to my previous line. So I had to take another line. And now I'm here to let you know that please try as much as possible. Make sure that you re-register your line after 3 months, so that you avoid your line being cut. And now, as a bonus tip, you know, I love giving you tips and tricks of how you survive in Saudi Arabia. As I wind up my video, let me give you one of the best lines, one of the best SIM cards that you can use in Saudi Arabia if you're a common labor, because we are here to save money, right? So you, as a common labor, one of the best lines which you can use, well, all lines are amazing. They have great offers, but now I'm talking to people who have been given a line and they're out of town. I mean, 2 to 3 hours out of town. Network becomes an issue, 2 to 3 hours out of town. So let me give you one of the best lines which you can use, and that is Lebara. Lebara has great offers. Lebara is like one of those amazing lines. Like me, I'm in the desert and I use Lebara. So guys, try as much as possible, get that line if you're in out of town. But if you're within town, then you can use Mobile, you can use Lebara as well. STC is kind of expensive. So guys, see you in the next videos. And please guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos guys. Thank you so much. And see you in the next video guys.